Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I am reviewing Linux Mint 19.2 Tina. This is the Cinnamon desktop version. Oh shoot, my desk looks messed up there. Gosh darn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix that. But I can do that after this video. So first things first, let's go into the settings and go over a few things that are new, or one thing really that's new in here. One thing that I'm going to be showing. I think this is the only thing that's new in here. But in themes, so it's going to open. Alright, in themes you can go over to settings, and where there's new scroll bar options. So you can change the scroll bar width if you switch the little toggle switch here that says override the current theme's scroll bar width. You can change the width here, and you can change it to pretty much what size you want. Down here there is some preview scroll bars here. Those are a little too wide. This right here is way too skinny. I'm probably just going to keep the current width, so I'll just turn that off, and it goes to the, I think it's 10. You can also turn off the overlay scroll bars, so it makes it so they just don't, they don't overlay at all. So if you turn that off, the scroll bars are always there, and yeah, they're basically just always at the edge of the screen. Pretty annoying for me, so I'll just keep the overlay scroll bars on. The next few things that I'm going to go over, there's quite a few things for this, is the update manager. So if you go into view and then Linux kernels, I'm just going to click OK right here. If you go into Linux kernels, it now shows how long the current kernel is supported. So I'm currently using 4.15.0-55. If I go to the 4.15 area, I can see that up here. Says it's active. It is currently being used and is supported until April of 2023. The next thing I want to show you is when you go into Edit and Preferences, and then Automation, you can now remove obsolete kernels and dependencies, and this will leave at least one older kernel installed, and it never removes any manually installed kernels. So that's probably for if something breaks or not, because as we all know, Linux is not the most stable operating system kernel, I guess, as you could see by that Windows glitch that happened just a little bit ago. I mean, that's not nearly as annoying as one of the problems that I'm going to go on later in this video that actually did get fixed, which is pretty nice, and it was a very annoying problem, but I'll go over that later. So the next thing is the update manager actually got a little bit of a UI overhaul, just a little bit. The icons changed in contrast, I think, and a little bit in thickness. This icon changed right here, the select all icon. And the loading icons have changed. I actually like them better. It makes it look cleaner when it's loading for some reason. Yeah, it's just my opinion on that. And then the next change is a interface change for system reports. So there's a new interface for the system reports. Looks better, looks cleaner, and yeah, that's all I really have to say with this one. The next thing, which I don't think I can show you on this because I do not have any duplicate text editors or anything like that, but if you have two text editors and you are using Linux Mint 19.2, and you have like gedit and a different text editor, Linux Mint shows it as both of them as text edit. now it will have in parentheses the actual application that it is. This also goes for if you have two applications installed from different areas, so, or two different types. So if you have a flat pack and something that is not a flat pack, it will say that in parentheses after the after it says what the app is, which is pretty helpful, but not for me because I do not have duplicate application. Now the next thing in here, which is also not necessarily for me because I do not have a lot of files. If you have a lot of files and you use one or multiple very often, you can now pin a file so it shows up at the top of the directory here. So I'll just unpin that real quick because I don't need it pinned, but that is very useful. You can now pin applications. Another thing which is pretty nice, which I cannot show you on my desktop because it is about the ISO or ISO image, there is now boot repair. So it is now automatically included in the ISO images. You plug in, if you have something wrong with your computer, plug in the USB with the ISO image on it, and you can run boot repair, which that is very helpful. I did not know the ISO image did not have that. I would have suspected that it would have had that, so it is pretty cool that it has it now. Okay, so the MintY theme has had a little bit of a contrast change. You can definitely notice it if it's right beside other, or the old version. What did I click? Oh shoot! Alright, I just clicked that, I think. Okay. Alright, so you can definitely notice if it's beside the older version of the MintY theme, but that's a pretty nice change. It looks better overall and nicer. Also, MintY Dark, and MintY Darker are compatible with Flatpak, which is also pretty nice. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to go over real quick is a really, really nice change. So I'm just going to go into Steam here to show you the change, not anything to do with Steam. But in 19.1, when I would scroll, the scrolling would mess up and be really, really jerky. And now it's actually quite fine. The scroll bar over here is a little bit jerky, but the actual scrolling is not, which is, like I said, pretty nice. The jerkiness of the scrolling was very annoying. I would like scroll quite a while and then jump up halfway through the area that I've scrolled through, so that was very annoying. I had to scroll by just clicking on it and dragging. Now I can just use the scroll wheel again. It actually started randomly, and I have no clue why, but that is a nice fix, so that is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, also real quick, the applications and stuff have gotten updates. Like here in VirtualBox, we are now on version 5.2.32, which in itself is pretty nice. The applications are updated. Been waiting for this since the basically since I downloaded 19.1, I was like, why is VirtualBox so old? It needs an update. But yeah, I always like to use the stock versions of the applications, mainly because they have been tested, they're known to work, and stuff like that. So yeah, all those are updated, so if you are using the stock applications, you got new versions now, which is quite cool. Okay, so I think this is all for this video. Nope. No, it is not. Forgot about one thing. One very, very important thing. The new backgrounds. Okay, here we are. Alright, these actually look quite nice. Look at that one. Moss. That's actually pretty cool. Most of these you probably can't see the desklets very well, so I'm probably not going to use them, but yeah, pretty cool. Alright everybody, so I think that's it for this video. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. And I guess I'll see you all in the next video.